Okay, so here we go. Once again, we're still in the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, and I'm going to start at verse 1, and it read, "The preparations of the heart, which is the mind according to the etymology of the definition of the word, right? And the man or woman, and the answer of his tongue or her tongue is of the Most High power." All right, so this is what this is, man. So what we naturally think, what we naturally say, a lot of people may think that it's coming from their own mind, their own ways of thinking, right? But as it's written here in the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 1, everything is of the Most High, man, right? As it says here again, the preparations of the heart, which is the mind, and the man and woman, and the answer of the tongue is from the Most High power. Verse 2, all the ways of man and woman are clean in his or her own eyes, but the Most High power with the spirits. Okay, so this is how the Most High judge you, man. Okay, so you can't be fooled and deceived by most people charisma, what they say out of their mouth, okay, or how they act, how they behave or whatever. It may seem like they have a zeal of the Most High. It may seem that they're good people, right? They may seem like they have best interests at heart, but their spirit read totally different, man, right? Why? Because they don't register with this scripture, man. Okay, they're not living according to spirit and truth. Okay, they still want to keep the vain customs of the world, man. The vain false philosophies and ideologies and worship false deities, man. Right? So this is how the Most High judge people. Verse 2 again from the top. All the ways of man and woman are clean in his own eyes, but the Most High power with the spirits. Verse 3. Commit thy works unto the Most High power, and thoughts shall be established. Okay, so this is how the Most High is going to establish your thoughts in righteousness. And he's going to give you the spirit of discernment, wisdom, and understanding. How? You got to commit your ways to the Most High, man. You got to keep the Most High's ways, okay? Keep his Sabbath, keep his dietary law, keep his high holy days to the best of your ability, man. Right? Verse 3 again from the top. Commit thy works unto the Most High power, and thy thoughts, which is your thoughts, shall be established, man. Right? Let's go to chapter 18, still in the book of Proverbs. And we're going to start at verse 1, and it read, through desire, a man, having separated himself, seeketh and immediate with all wisdom. Okay, so if we separated ourselves, meaning that we separated ourselves from the world, man, we're no longer keeping the vain customs of the world. We no longer have that same thought and desire and belief as we used to have when we was in the world, right? Seeketh and intermetteth with all wisdom. What's the wisdom? These scriptures, man. The laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, right? Verse 2. A fool have no delight in understanding. What's the understanding? These scriptures, man. So this is what the Most High calls you, a fool, right? If you have no delight whatsoever to keep the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, man, right? A fool have no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself. Okay, so this, like I said, man, only a fool follow their own mind and understanding, man, right? Verse 3. When the wicked cometh, then cometh also contempt, and with ignominy reapproach. Okay, so when you have wicked people around you who's not keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, who's not rehearsing the righteous acts, who don't even have righteousness in their mind, then going to come contempt, okay, and reapproach. What's the reapproach? They're going to tell you that the Bible is a fairy tale book. They're going to tell you that Christ never walked the earth. He was a fictional character, right? They're going to tell you that the laws, statutes, and commandments are done away with. They're going to tell you that you don't have to keep the high holy day. We have Christmas now. We have New Year's now. We can keep that. We have so-called Valentine's Day. We have Easter. You don't have to keep the Passover and unleavened bread no more, right? So this is where the reapproach and the contempt going to come when what? The wicked is around, right? Verse 3 again. When the wicked cometh, then cometh also contempt, and with ignominy reapproach. All right. Let's go to verse 1 in chapter 19. Still in the book of Proverbs, and it read, Better is the poor that walketh in his integrity than he that is persevere in his lips and is a fool. Okay, so this is what the Most High says, man. Better is the poor man, the man who's not wealthy, but he's walking in integrity. What's that integrity? His own integrity, his own personality, his own mind. Okay, not trying to be like someone else. All right, his own personality, right? His own charisma. All right. Better is the poor that walketh in integrity than he that is persevere in his own lips and is a fool. Okay. Let's jump down to verse 6. Many will entreat the favor of the prince, and every man is a friend to him that giveth gifts. Okay, so this is also what's going on now. All right, so if you're trying to be like someone, if you want people to like you, that's what you're normally going to do. You're going to offer them gifts. You're going to offer them money. You're going to offer them fake love, right? So, of course, you know, those people that's coming around you, they're going to give you exactly what you desire because they see that you're giving the gifts, you're giving the money. You know, you're acting like someone who you're not in order to keep them around. But when you start to become yourself, okay, when you start to operate within your own character, your own charisma, okay, then they're going to see who you truly are, and then they may not like you no more, right? Verse 6 again. Many will entreat the favor of the prince, and every man is a friend to him that giveth gifts. Okay, so this is what's also going on in the entertainment industry, you know, predominantly with the so-called rappers. All right, a lot of them have all of these guys around them, hanging around them 24/7, and I can almost guarantee that about 80% of those guys that's around them, they don't even know. They just met when they came into the industry, right? They don't even know them from their old neighborhood or maybe school or high school or something like that. A lot of them just came around, so they really don't even know those guys, man. But that's because they're rich and they're portraying someone that they're not. Of course, they're going to have those guys around because why? They want those gifts, man, right? So in continuation, let's go to chapter 6, still in the book of Proverbs, right? So you could get a lot of wisdom out of the book of Proverbs, man, all right? And we're going to start at verse 16, and it read, These 6 things doth the Most High hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him, a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that sheddeth innocent blood. Okay, so this is what the Most High hates, man. Okay, verse 18, a heart which is the mind that deviseth wicked imaginations. Okay, so this is what's going on now with the so-called people of the world, the nations of the world. You know, they're imagining wicked things, man. All right, the so-called charagma that people is falling victim to, right? But they're telling you that it helps you, right? It's better than your own immune system. You know, it's best for you to take this, you know, so you can live safely and healthy, right? So that's what that is, man. That's a wicked imagination, man, right? Feet that be swift and running to mischief, okay? So a lot of that is going on within our nation of people. We're so quick to run to mischief, man. You know, that's what excites us, okay? Verse 19, a false witness, okay, that speaketh lies, all right? A lot of that is going on within our nation of people too, man. A lot of tale-bearing, okay? A lot of lies, deceit, okay? You know, a lot of slander that's going on, you know, to make yourself seem better than the next person, right? But the Most High is going to deal for you with that, man. This is the reason why in verse 16, he says these are the 6 things and 7 that the Most High hates. And the 7th is an abomination unto him, right? Verse 19, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. Okay, so if you out here sowing discord among the brethren of your nation of people, that's an abomination of the Most High. Why? Because most likely it's being sown through a lie or slander. All right. Just like I said, just to make yourself seem better than the next man, you want to lie on someone else and slander their name and throw salt on their name to make yourself appear better. But you're wicked as hell, man. Right? In continuation, we're going to go to chapter 15, still in the book of Proverbs. And we're going to go to verse 16. And it read, better is little with the fear of the Most High Power than great treasure and trouble therewith. Okay, so the Most High is letting you know, man, it's better to have a little bit of wealth and you're living within the fear of the Most High. You're keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments than to have millions in the bank and you're living unrighteously. You're living a life full of sin. So you're not going to have that protection from the Most High. Okay, the holy angels is not going to be watching over you. Now you're going to have people attempting to rob you. You're going to have people attempting to kill you. They're going to have people attempting to kidnap people in your family for ransom, right? Because you don't have that protection from the Most High. Why? Because you're not living a righteous lifestyle, man. Right? So this is why the Most High says this again, verse 16 in the book of Proverbs, chapter 15. Better is little with the fear of the Most High Power than great treasure and trouble therewith. All right. Let's go to chapter 20, still in the book of Proverbs. And we're going to read verse 6. Most men will proclaim everyone his own goodness, but a faithful man, who can find it? All right. So this is what's going on now, man. A lot of people is going to live proudly, right? A lot of people are going to boast in their accomplishments, right? They're going to proclaim their own goodness. They think that they've done everything and achieved everything according to their own mind and strength. But it says here, but a faithful man, who's that faithful man? The ones who's keeping the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. The ones who's humble. The ones who's not going to boast in himself, but boast in the Most High. Okay? But a faithful man, who can find? All right? So this is what's going on nowadays, unfortunately, man. A lot of people, they're not giving the grace and the honor to the Most High for all of the things that they've accomplished in life, all of the goals that they've reached, man. Right? And they're making it a carnal thing. This because they have riches. This because they have certain possessions. They think that that's of the Most High. Yes, the Most High can provide that, but also a lot of people committing unrighteousness and wicked acts, they can obtain those type of things too. So not all things that you see that people have or possess are blessings from the Most High, man, right? Verse 6 again from the top. Most men will proclaim everyone his own goodness, but a faithful man, who can find, right? Let's go to chapter 27, still in the book of Proverbs. And we're going to start at verse 1, and it read, boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. Verse 2, let another man praise thee, and not thy own mouth, a stranger and not thy own lips. Okay, so this is what we're supposed to be doing, man, especially us brothers and sisters of the faith. We're supposed to be letting other people give us that honor and praise, not ourselves, man, right? If we truly deserve it, okay, if we're being ourselves, okay, if we obtained and achieved our goals by being ourselves, man, right? Let's go to the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1. So for those who may not be familiar, the Wisdom of Solomon is in the book of Apocrypha, all right, which is the hidden, okay? And we're going to go to chapter 1, and we're going to start at verse 1, and it reads, Love righteousness. Ye that be judges of the earth. Who's the judges of the earth? That's us, the hopeful one-third elect, the ones who's keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, and judging our people in righteousness, right? Think of the Most High power with a good heart, all right, which is a good mind, and in simplicity of the heart, seek him, okay? So it's not complicated to seek the Most High. Now, don't get me wrong, it's very complicated to understand the sayings of the scriptures, but through the discernment, okay, the Holy Spirit of the Most High, he will give you that understanding if you're truly seeking him, right? Verse 2, for he will be found of them that tempt him not, okay? So you can't be out here living a life full of sin and then still expect to find the Most High, man, right? And sheweth him unto such as do not distrust him. So only if you're trusting in the Most High, he's going to shew himself onto you, man. You're going to see the Most High in everything, right? But if you don't truly, honestly trust in the Most High, then he's not going to reveal himself to you, right? Verse 3, for froward thoughts separate from the Most High power, and his power, when it is tried, reproveth the unwise. Okay, so this is what the Most High is going to do to you. If you're walking frowardly, if you're walking proudly, right, the Most High is going to reprove you, man. He's going to put you in situations that you can't get yourself out of, right? And then you're going to have no choice but to call on the Most High, right? Why? Because you're living proudly, right? You think that you can handle life yourself. You don't need God, right? Or you want to listen to the advice of man over God, right? Then the Most High is going to reprove you, man, right? Verse 3 again. For froward thoughts separate from the Most High, and his power, when it is tried, reproveth the unwise. Who's the unwise? The unwise of these scriptures, man, okay? The ones who's not reading their scriptures, the one who knows nothing about the law, statute, commandments of the Most High. Why? Because this is what they're taught in religious churchianity and the Roman Catholicism, man, right? Let's go to the book of Philippians, chapter 2. And we're going to start at verse 1. And it reads, if there be therefore any consolation in Hamashiach, and any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels and mercies, verse 2, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, be on one accord, of one mind, okay, meaning that we all in the faith supposed to be of one mindset, serving the Most High, right? You know, we can't be wavering in this thing, okay? You know, we can't have one foot serving the Most High and then the next serving the world, okay? What's the world? Worshiping false deities, following false philosophies and ideologies, right? Keeping the vain customs of the world, unfortunately, which a lot of brothers and sisters are subtly doing, right? They claim that they're serving the Most High in all spirit and truth, but they still sneaking off with their family, you know, celebrating Xmas, celebrating so-called New Year's. Why? Because they're afraid how their family is going to think about them, right? Now, operating in spirit and truth. Okay, they're so worried about what their people is going to think, right? So they're just going to disrespect the Most High and still follow their families and keeping the vain customs of the world, man, right? Why? Because they haven't counted the costs, okay? They built a foundation or a house on a foundation that they can't continue to build, man, okay? Verse 2, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Verse 3, Let nothing be done through strife or vain glory. Okay, so that's vain glory when you're trying to be like someone. Okay, when you're trying to copycat someone, mimic someone. Okay, that's vain glory, right? Or if you're boasting in yourself, you're boasting in your own strength, your own mind. You think that you obtained all of your achievements and your goal yourself, right? But in lowliness of mind, let each esteem each other better than themselves. Okay, so this, like I said before, also written in the book of Proverbs, you have to let someone else esteem you. Okay, let someone else exalt you for your works, for your personality, your natural born personality, right? Not your own selves. Verse 3 again from the middle. But in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. Verse 4. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others, man, right? Verse 5. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Hamashiach. So this is how Hamashiach operated. When he walked the earth in the flesh, he wasn't going around boasting and bragging, talking about, I'm the only one, the begotten son of the Most High. I can perform miracles. If you want to be saved, you have to come through me. The only way that you get in heaven is through me. The Most High wasn't speaking about that, man. He was operating in meekness and lowliness and love, man, right? Performing his miracles. And then the people was naturally coming to him. The Most High, through Hamashiach, he didn't change Hamashiach's natural personality, okay? When Hamashiach came to this world, he was walking in the flesh and a stir man. He was a man of truth, okay? He didn't bow down. He didn't, cower. All right. He didn't change himself to be accepted by others, to be accepted by the Pharisees, the Sadducees. All right. He been himself, man. And this is how he naturally gained his disciples. He gained his other followers, man, and his believers, man. Right. Verse 4. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. Okay, meaning that you're supposed to be exalting one another, man, not your own self, man, right? Let's go to chapter 4, still in the book of Philippians.